We're doing
It's 'cause I can
separate.
see myself.
We're all doing separate intros and stuff, yeah.
Well, what am I going to say?
Whatever you want to say.
I think of something. I usually just
I didn't put my
copy
phone in
whatever
charge.
Cameron does, to be honest.
It's fine. Hello, and welcome to the Lion Podcast, the podcast that helps you get through the week because the world is a terrible, terrible place. I am the number one grossing meme of all time, Cameron.
I am the number one grossest man of all time, Ben.
I'm Charlie and I have a balloon, so that's pretty cool. No!
Oh, that was straight in the nose, dude. Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry, it was such a great
Do you
opportunity.
want to try your intro again?
No, it's fine.
I'm Charlie and I don't have a balloon. I'm Charlie, I'm 19, and I never fucking learned how to read.
I'm starting a Kickstarter to get my brother.
Rest in peace, confetti
No, I'm just going to
balloon.
go into Vine references. I'm sorry, I'll stop.
Oh god. Okay. So, I actually realised this yesterday. And by yesterday, I mean in work because I had nothing else to think about. I was like, if we made shirts, because every popular thing makes shirts.
Yeah, we got merch down in the description.
I was thinking about this. I was like, what would our merch have on it? So instead, I thought, oh, our tagline is, "The world is a terrible place." I was like, that would be a really
That's
edgy
the
shirt
only
to
thing-
wear.
That's the only thing.
The
I
world
can
is a
say.
terrible, terrible place. And then it's just the world, and it's like with a sad face.
I'd wear that.
I'd want that as well. We're making much.
So anyway, my intro this week was number one grossest meme because
Are we doing a meme one?
we're doing top 10 memes. Charlie,
Oh my god, I might actually have a chance.
Charlie has a chance of winning. So I went to the
Wait, can I
website.
come and fix you a second?
Oh yeah, no, I understand.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Mama Chubb's here to fix everything.
Okay.
No Coldplay on this podcast.
So Charlie,
Stop.
you love Coldplay.
No, I hate Coldplay.
So,
I get the squeaky chair again this week, as you can tell.
squeaky chair's actually over there.
What's
There's
that
two then.
then? No.
So, I went to the website that everyone's obviously heard of called
Know your meme.
lifewire.com.
Oh.
I made that website in 2001.
Well, they have a thing that's the top 10 memes of all time, and it was updated October 29th, 2018.
That's
Today, the
Today.
day that we're recording this, not the day that you're watching
Wow.
this. And the first two words in it are, memes. So, clearly got to be trusted.
yes.
So these are apparently top 10 best memes of all time.
Wow.
So we could go back, we could have there's a lot of old memes in here.
I don't
So-
want to go too
so-
far back.
So I hope
quite
your
like-
knowledge of old memes is
My
up to
favourite thing
class.
is like the little calendars that people do of like memes of them, like top memes of the month, like throughout the year. That's amazing. Bongo Cat wasn't like September's, and it really made me angry. 'cause
Oh, was
I love
was that
Bongo
Bowser?
Cat. Yeah, it was Bowser.
Yeah, Bowser just came in the last day and
Smashed
destroyed
it.
everything.
It really upset me.
I didn't know that meme.
Bowser?
Bowser?
Yeah.
Literally, how did you... It was
I know, I
everything.
saw
until-
it. And I was just like,
She's getting.
I don't know why this
Smash.
has happened.
No.
No.
Well, Peach is in Smash.
Oh.
And Bowser's in Smash.
Well, the only reason I knew it existed is because Jessica Negro posted her photos of it. And I was like, I mean, it's nice, but I don't understand.
Did you like the little car she had in the background? I really
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
appreciate the little car. Sorry, carry on with your memes.
Okay, so we're going to go through top 10 memes. I'm going to give you two memes and you have to give me which one ranked higher on the top 10 memes of all time by lifewire.com. Memes. .com. Memes.
Memes.
So, which one rated higher out of the dress? You know, the black and blue
Oh.
dress and the gold and white dress?
What's
Or
the rating? Like, who's doing the rating system?
Lifewire.com.
Oh, it's just they
memes.
chose these two.
Literally, I'm just trusting this website.
Okay, I like it. Thanks, Lifewire.
.com. Memes.
I found that
memes.
dress in a shop.
Was it?
Near our home.
What colours
Oh,
are
colours.
And it was like, it was advertised as, look, we have the dress. And I walked past it and I was like, it's still blue and
It was
black.
always black and blue.
Yeah. There was another one recently, there was a
Like
shoe
your
and I
baby,
could
don't
see
shut
both
the fuck
colours,
up.
but that dress I could only see blue and black.
What was that?
just threatened you.
Did you?
I said, like, you'll be if you don't shut the fuck up. But then she kept talking. So I guess I have to beat her up now.
So,
Stone.
it's between the dress
Yeah.
and the Ice Bucket Challenge. Both took over the world for a good week.
Oh,
when
the
they
Ice
were
Bucket
thing.
Challenge.
But which
I feel like
was...
I only know one person that did that.
But question, which
Who was
was but which was the top 10 memes on
Who was
lifewire.com
it?
top 10 memes memes edition. I did it.
Did you?
Yeah,
so did I.
and people either go at me for doing it because I kind of did it shittily, so I
Did
removed
you
it.
still have the video?
Yeah.
Oh, can we watch that later?
I've got my video of it.
Can I watch yours later?
Basically,
as
what
well?
happens? I kind of fucked up and like because I like kind of missed my head. I kind of only got like half of it, and I didn't want to redo it again.
I don't think I would have, honestly.
Because it was really cold.
Okay, so
I know, part of the challenge.
how's it scored? Is it like
It's-
one's just higher up
Well,
than the other on a
I've got
scale?
1 to 10. That's it.
Oh, okay.
This is an amazing video.
I'm sorry.
Are we saying it like 1, 2, 3, go? Do you want to do that?
I'm gonna say.
So I don't want to discuss it. 'cause
I have mine in mind.
Yeah, I've got mine as well.
Do you want to do any discussing?
Nah, 'cause I don't want him to steal mine if we got different ones.
Okay.
This
so-
is my chance.
So right, we're gonna do 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay.
Okay. So 3, 2, 1.
Ice
Ice bucket
bucket.
challenge.
Oh,
Oh,
my god.
no.
Both correct.
Oh,
Nice.
You both have 1
1
point.
point.
I can math.
What's that smell like?
You won't like it.
Okay. So next up, we have one of my favorite memes of all time. We have. Not one of my favorite memes of all time. I had to clarify that this one wasn't my favorite one. It's the one I'm going to say next. So there's Gangnam Style,
That's pretty lit, to be fair.
and then my favorite meme of all time, Doge.
Oh,
no,
my
yeah.
gosh.
Doge is in your YouTube banner, in fact.
It is.
It is.
In the YouTube banner for my channel that I haven't uploaded.
I mean, Doge
until-
still gets
Oh, you
referenced
uploaded like
today.
a week and a half, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, but not publicly.
Doge
Doge
been a
still
while.
gets referenced today. Like, on like dog
Doge
pages
is like
and stuff.
lasting meme.
Yeah,
I love
like
Doge.
it'll always be fun. Didn't the dog die recently?
Yeah.
Can you look up if the dog... I'm pretty
No,
sure
I
the
did.
dog died, yeah.
Yeah.
Aww.
But no, because I saw one that said it died and one that said it wasn't.
Doge was in like an airplane commercial for like health and safety. And it was like, wow, such safety.
He's a good boy.
And also
Aw.
Doge is in Smite. There's like
Yeah.
there's a character
There's
who
a
has like a
Doge
wolf
skin.
and you can have the Doge.
Yeah.
And like in the loading screen, it could like all the words change around the picture.
Wow.
See, I think like
But you've got to
Gangnam
realize
Style had a lot more reach.
Doge was earlier, but Gangnam Style is like #1 YouTube, but it didn't spread off YouTube, whereas
Yeah.
like Doge was more
Oh
social
no, it
media.
did spread a bit. Like I was literally like, I think it was last year, we were walking around town and there was like this really weird phone shop that I walked past and it literally had like a
Oh.
Gangnam Style.
Oh.
What?
Oh,
Oh.
yeah, Gangnam Style.
I thought you were like pointing at someone. I was like, what?
There was literally like a Gangnam Style phone case that I saw. Like, yeah, that was only last
Still?
year. Yeah, I remember you telling you about it, I think. It's whoever
Cameron doesn't.
whoever I met in town, it was either you or Luke, but I told
Lucas'
him
friend for
about it.
context.
Lucas' friend. Luke is good boy. Luke probably doesn't watch the podcast.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Screw Luke.
I don't blame him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I know one.
Okay.
Okay, so have you both decided on which is more popular?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love how Charlie gets so stressed because she wants to just win. Okay, so 3, 2, 1.
Gangnam
Doge.
Style.
Charlie is in the lead.
If I win, you're going to the shop or getting eggs or making the cinnamon rolls for me.
You said you make those cinnamon rolls. It's a huge one.
I'll make them, but you have to go get the eggs. Yes.
Okay,
I'll
so
go over with you.
Comment down below who you think will win, me or Ben.
Yeah, pause the video right now. If you paused it, you better have paused it. And comment down below who you think is going to win this game.
I really hope someone's listening to the audio version of this and goes,
Comment
and
what?
they're like, did I hit pause? Why have you stopped speaking? It says it's playing, did it breathe? Okay, so, third meme. There's five rounds, by the way. So you've got... I realised I didn't put it correctly. I put Grump Cat, and then Grumpy Cat. So Grumpy Cat,
Grumpy Chumpy.
Grumpy Cat, or Friday by Rebecca Black.
Grumpy Cat was actually where my name originated from.
Grumpy Chumpy.
It was like,
Chumpy Cat?
there was a picture of Grumpy Cat as Ariel. And because everyone used to call me Ariel because of my hair, Josh was like, oh, it's like Josh's boyfriend.
For context.
Josh was like, oh, it's like a Chumpy, and then that's how I was named Chumpy.
Ah,
So yeah. So
Banging.
riveting.
How did, you
Riveting
get,
story.
how did you get the name One of a Kind Films?
I couldn't think of anything, so that's pretty generic.
Yeah.
I've been tempted to change it for a while to just Oak.
Oak.
Yeah.
Oak.
No, I like. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Oak.
Look.
Same dude.
Sorry, what was it? Grump Cat and Friday.
On Friday, our best.
It's Friday.
Friday, gotta get down on Friday. It'll be 3 days until the podcast. And that's it for this week.
Sorry.
We've been
That's
busy.
on me. That's my bad.
We've been a bit busy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel busy ever since the podcast just started. I feel like I'm just always busy.
Yeah,
We're only busy on a
constantly
Monday,
busy.
but we're like, ugh.
Well, me and Ben aren't.
Yeah, we're busy every day.
Every day.
Okay.
So it's Grunt Cat and Friday.
Yes.
Cool.
We 3, 2, 1 in.
I'll 3, 2. Are you ready? Look
Yeah.
me in the eyes.
3,
3,
2,
2,
1.
1. Grunt
Friday.
Cat. Has Charlie won a game?
Did she say Friday?
Yeah.
She did.
She won a
She
game.
won again. No!
Not yet.
Not yet.
There's one more. Well, if I win the next one, I've won.
Ben has to get both of them correct.
Yeah, and I have to get both of them wrong.
Okay, so
And then I get the medal.
next two memes
No.
is a meme I actually recreated a long time ago.
Someone's coming in the house.
Can you close the door?
I could hear the car pulling up, but I didn't want to say anything because Cameron was talking.
So, next two memes. Double rainbow,
All
Yeah.
the way across the sky.
All the
which I
way.
recreated when I did see a double rainbow at Chester Zoo.
Nice.
Aww.
That's my boy
Shout out
right
to
there.
Chester Zoo.
And,
Shout out Chester Zoo.
and
Give us free passes.
Rickroll.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Got rickrolled in work the other day.
Really?
Yeah. Shift leader just put it on in the back of the shop. I walked in and went,
Nope.
fuck.
So, Rickroll a double
That's gonna be
rainbow.
horrible.
Boom, boom, boom.
Sorry, what were you saying? I can't hear you.
I think that fits the theme a bit more.
Oh my god. Okay.
Oh, I actually thought of a really funny joke.
Yeah.
So, like, you know, last week we were talking about how Charlie, like, always sends incorrect texts and stuff.
Yeah.
And so it was like, we're actually all about lions, but Charlie created all the social media and spelled it all wrong. So we're the Lion podcast now.
Originally it was going to be a nature podcast. We just talk about animals. But now we just have to pretend we're all lazy. Yeah.
Well, actually, that happened today. Because I had work in the morning. And I got
Right.
home and I put on some YouTube videos.
Oh,
lying in
yeah,
bed.
no, you're fucking right, you did.
And then I woke up at 2 a.m. to a phone call. We're here. Where are you? And I was like, I was asleep. You text me. I've been asleep for like an hour and a half.
Okay, I've got. Oh my gosh.
Don't sleep.
I mean, you're the only person that hasn't been hit in the face by
Can
a
I do
balloon.
it? Because I haven't hit anyone yet.
Do I deserve this?
Yeah. I didn't want to hurt you, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Cameron, however.
Fuck him up! Jump over the table.
I'm glad this one has become. Okay, you ready?
Audio podcast. So it was double rainbow and Rickroll.
3, 2, 1. Rickroll.
Double rainbow.
Oh my god.
If there was a game
Did I
that Charlie
win?
was gonna win,
Charlie won.
it was gonna be
first
Can we still do the
ever.
next one? Because I need to carry on this victory a bit more.
Charlie with a flawless score of 4 out of 4 so far. Rickroll was the third.
This is the
highest rated.
only way that you could
That-
not have a perfect score is if we carry on, and you want to carry on.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I'm
next game.
confident.
Goodbye. That was the end of the
No,
game.
no, I want the other question. Give me the last question.
The last one's the easiest one as well.
Oh my god, what should we get it wrong?
Number 2 is... Well, I've given it away now. That says the easiest one. Number 2... Wait, no. I was going to say what order the memes were then. Okay, so this is the number 2 and number 1 highest rated meme of all time, but which is one of which is 2. Lolcats, or all bases belong to us.
All your bases belong to us.
Oh yeah, bases will belong to us.
And then
I
the top one
don't
will
know
be
that
Lolcats.
meme.
It's
So
great.
I'd put lolcats at first
Yeah,
place.
there's lolcats, yeah.
Perfect score! You zoom in every time.
I don't do the zooms, that's a Cameron
You
job.
zoom in.
Can you put the sound effect in? It goes.
Yeah, I can do that.
Well played. You're terrible.
I'm so.
You're worth nothing. You'll never achieve anything in life.
This podcast took a deep turn. So I was like, I won one game. Fuck you. So
Next week, fines.
next week is today. We're filming 2.
Shh, they don't know.
Ben's broken. And there's only one way to fix a broken Ben. With a news story. It's more just a question of the news than a news headline. Don't move that because that mask is going to make a terrible noise because it's really like heavy and loud. Why was... Shit, what's his name? Why was David Schwimmer in the news recently?
Oh,
AKA.
that was so funny.
Oh, do you know?
yeah, I
we
know.
both know, we've talked about this.
Oh no, he wasn't in the car, I don't think. Maybe he was. No, okay.
Oh, well, fuck.
So, there was a kid in there's a guy in Blackpool that was
He's
stealing.
like 40.
He looks
Yeah.
like David Schwimmer. David Schwimmer, that famous kid
No,
actor.
but the thing is, right, so, you know the whole thing happened, the guy in Blackpool, stole the beer and whatever.
Should
and
we
then-
explain what happened then? First. in more detail?
That's what I've just said. There was a guy in Blackpool who was caught on CCTV stealing a crate of beer or something from a shop. And it was really funny and everyone was like, oh, that kid looks like that adult man looks like David Schwimmer. And then, so, that all happened and it blew up on Twitter and stuff. Then David Schwimmer, I can't say Schwimmer properly, I'm just going to say David. David responded
David Schwimmer.
with a video of him in America, sorry, I was here, look, I've got a video of me here. He recreated the video, it was all funny. Then the story escalated even further.
Wait, did it?
Yes, because I told
I saw that
Ben about
part.
this the other day.
I saw all the comments, by the
So,
way, that were great. It's like,
the-
what's not David Schwimmer? It's the
some
Holiday
woman-
Armadillo.
Some woman, after all of that, came forward and was like, I think that's my long-lost son of 11 years. And now I don't know what's going on, but that's
What
a
year
messed
did
up
Friends
story.
go off the air?
It was really funny.
I haven't seen him since...
He left this...
When was the last episode of Friends?
He met a girl called Rachel and never returned.
So,
Even returned to Blackpool.
The police even made tweets about do not approach this man, he is dangerous, he knows karate and unagi.
it was just really funny. Blackpool of all places.
Have you ever been to Blackpool?
Yeah.
It's hot. If you live in Blackpool, it's great. Fucking terrible.
Blackpool Pleasure Beach is quite good. The rides are quite... The ride things are alright, but they're still not great. But they're easy to get to for us.
It's like... Oh, it's the weirdest place. I went to a hotel once for... there was a
I
Comic-Con.
remember this.
I have a similar experience to talk about. Carry on.
I was helping out a friend who was doing a Comic-Con booth selling art, and I was helping out, and we had to book a hotel, so we went for obviously the cheapest hotel.
Big mood.
We still didn't get what we paid for because it was fucking horrendous. So
Hold on, can I ask a question? In the lobby of the lobby of the hotel, did it have a picture of the Great Orme in Wales?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, if it did, it was the same hotel that my friend stayed in. Carry on.
So we went in, and first of all, we couldn't find the hotel. We Google Mapped it, and it took us to an abandoned building.
There's so many hotels in Blackpool.
Yeah.
Along Blackpool.
We eventually find it after some bizarre look, and we're stood outside, and half of the letters of the hotel name are missing or hanging off the like thing. Like when someone goes to a hotel and like a comment, like a cartoon or something, and the letters like fall and swing off.
Yeah.
That was in real life. That was happening in real life.
Yeah, but that like dystopian future from those like cartoons, that is what Blackpool is.
Yeah.
Blackpool is just fucked.
So we go
Sorry,
in.
Blackpool people.
We're gonna get hate off so many people from Blackpool.
I mean, it's not awful. The town's dead, is it?
So anyway, we go in, we go up to the desk, and we're like, "Hi, we've booked, online, blah blah blah." And she goes, "Okay, so that'll be this much money." We're like, "No, we've already paid for it." And she's like, "No, you haven't."
Oh
We're
my
like-
god.
And she like gets up the page, it says like in big words, "paid," and we're like, so
See that where it says paid?
yeah. So she goes, it's up the stairs to the left, along the hallway. Doesn't even take us to the room.
You're in room 13, aren't you? Just like everything's falling around a part of the
So-
bathroom.
So we go up, but it's like it's.
You're worthless.
So we walk up. It's depressing as fuck. There's like I'm pretty sure it looks like
The right place for you.
half of it looks like an abandoned hospital for some bizarre reason. So we go into our room. We open the door. And we walk in. The beds, there's 2 beds. And one of the beds, the covers are like kind of half on, half off. And all the pillows are like mounded together.
Oh, that's so weird.
Like as if someone had made like a kind of like a cushion wall of like pillows.
They wanted their privacy.
Like like the rooms hadn't been cleaned since the people that had last been in there. There was like a bedside table with half-eaten cookies on them. The bin
Did
was
you finish those or?
no, we threw those in the bin.
Should have brought
Well-
those back, mate. I would have.
Well, we would have put them in the bin, but the bin was filled with like beer cans and just even like
The
the
room tells a story.
the floor was like stained with like liquid. The
Liquid.
I don't know what it was. I didn't have a UV light on me. I couldn't check. I actually Googled.
See, I always carry a UV light with
I
me.
Googled Blackpool porn and tried to see if our hotel had come up because I genuinely thought it looked like because like the pillows could have been like a pillow.
Yeah, I get
Thing.
what you mean.
The curtains are all closed and they look like like in like an old movie when someone goes to an abandoned house that hasn't been like open for a while and they open the curtains. It was like that.
And then like dust comes off
Yeah.
them. Yeah.
There was a towel hanging off the top of the shower that had been used.
No.
There was a spider in the shower.
No. That's the worst.
In the morning, I was like, because I was planning on making breakfast. I went in the kitchen and there was 5 flies just spinning in circles around in the kitchen. Oh, it was a mess.
Those flies, fun fact, are the only 5 beings in Blackpool are actually having fun at that current time.
See, we had when
And
I stayed.
Oh, and like the kitchen had like brown on like the tops of like the cabinets and stuff.
It's got brown in it.
It's got my World of Warcraft currency. But
Did it also cost like 3 brown to stay there?
yeah, oh man, like we got a refund for it because it was that bad.
That's fun. How much was it?
Probably like I think we paid like £40, £45.
Each?
For, like, the
Or
3?
for both of you?
I think it was no, it might have been like 50 for both.
For like the 3 nights.
2 nights.
So,
So bad, the worst hotel I've ever had.
so,
Which is why I book Airbnb now.
Yeah. We
So
still
me
managed to
and
do
my
that wrong.
friends- okay.
Fuck off. She was a lovely guest.
I know. Guest, she was your host. You were the guest. Carry on, man. What were you saying?
Wait, sorry, can I talk about this really quickly?
Yeah.
So, we stayed at this woman's house for an Airbnb thing, and she had Netflix. It was actually a really nice flat, but she had Netflix.
I've been doing this since you started the story. Please
Okay.
continue.
She had Netflix, and we decided to watch some Louis Theroux documentaries. But you know, like when you go on like Netflix library and you can check what they've watched.
Yeah.
She'd watched some Louis Theroux documentaries,
Ooh.
but all the ones that were based on sex.
Oh.
And like porn and all that was
My
really
kind of
odd.
woman.
Anyway, Ben,
No, I don't care anymore.
tell us about your Blackpool hotel.
I had a horrible hotel experience.
Go on.
So you know how you walked in and you said like the place was a mess and that. When I went to America, we missed our flight to get from Philadelphia to Orlando, so we were a day late as it was to
Was it-
get to our actual hotel.
Was it sunny in Philadelphia?
It was quite sunny. I
It's
didn't
I've
have any,
heard
like,
it's always sunny.
Yeah, I hear it's always sunny.
yeah. It was night time when we got there, so.
Still sunny.
So
Even
then
at night time.
we were a day late already, and we got to the room, and it was still not clean. Like, we went in, and it was just pizza boxes everywhere, covers were everywhere, and I was like, we were supposed to be here yesterday, and you haven't cleaned
They
it.
cleaned half.
So, but then
You don't want to know the amount of pizza boxes that were there
The good
before.
They were actually they had to empty the pizza
the
boxes
good
first.
thing was, instead of being like, oh, you can wait like an hour and we'll get it cleaned up, they were just like, we will move you to a better room.
That makes sense.
Because then I could see the Disney fireworks every night, which was lit. Literally.
Literally.
Hey.
Jinx, 1, 2, 3. Can't talk now. Can't tell your story.
I can.
Oh.
So, two of my friends stayed in Blackpool in this this shithole hotel. As you
I know
do.
it well.
Yeah.
Which one?
So they, you know though. So they stayed in there and like they had a similar experience to you. Like all of the shower was moldy.
Oh.
Like the bed sheets were like yellow where they used to be white, and like there were like stains all over the mattresses and shit like that, right? So that's pretty bad. And then we went on to the reviews for that hotel to be like, I wonder if it was like a one-off experience or if everyone that stays there has a terrible time. Like one of the top rated reviews was a guy saying like, we got there, I went to make a cup of tea, and when I pulled the water out, it was brown. We opened the kettle and someone had done a shit in the kettle. So that's the kind of quality we're dealing with in Blackpool.
God.
Also, those friends went there for one reason and one reason alone. Do you want to guess what it was?
To go see Strictly Come Dancing.
It was to go see someone.
Was it good to go see Rick Astley?
It wasn't Rick Astley.
Was it?
It was a pretty memey dude though.
Oh, what's the dude? Guy
I'll
Fieri.
give you a clue. He was in SpongeBob.
David Hasselhoff.
Yeah, they went to see David
I was
Hasselhoff
like-
live in Blackpool.
I was like, what's the guy that made SpongeBob's name?
What's the guy?
Think-
No, it's the guy who became the speedboat.
Yeah, David Hasselhoff.
We
The
wrote
speedboat.
the Hasselhoff. What was he doing there?
He was
Oh,
on the beach.
he
He's
was-
Baywatch.
He
No,
was-
no, no, he was
In Blackpool?
yeah.
He had a gig.
He
He's a
sings.
singer.
Yeah.
Don't know that.
You know
Also,
how True
his-
Survivor? It's a banger.
I think his handprints are there as well because they've got like quite a lot of people's handprints. So they've got like
In Blackpool.
yeah.
Yeah, they actually just stole them.
Nickelodeon. They stole got their hands.
That's what that guy was doing. He was doing like a handprint and a crate of beer. Like,
Oh man. So you live.
David Schwimmer's handprint.
So if you live in Blackpool,
Sorry.
sorry.
I'm not. I am. I'm sorry that you live in Blackpool.
My chest squeaked when I laughed.
I'm sorry. You're gonna have to edit around this.
That's fine. I feel like people. I feel like us just.
I feel like people who live in Blackpool know it's a shit.
Yeah. If I lived in Blackpool, I'd be like.
I mean, they've had like the same lights there for like 10 years, so.
It's like if you walk
Get
down.
some new ones.
I mean, like if you walk down the street and you see 4 stands with dick lollipops, you kind of have to
Yeah,
realize
that
where you
kinda
are is not
weirds
the
me
best
out.
place.
Because like I almost grabbed one because I was like, oh, I really want like a big piece of rock, and that was the thing that I was like, oh no, I don't want that one.
A big
I'll
piece
go.
of cock.
I was like, I'll go for the other one.
Oh,
it's
man.
fine.
It's just it's because it's like stag do and hen do
Yeah.
like central. Like every like 5 minutes we'd hear like this like they have these vehicles
It's
where
like
all
in-
the hens
Oh,
are all like
God,
cycling and there's like the main woman who's like drinking from a wine bottle screaming at him like on a megaphone to go faster.
Or alternatively, you can go to Primark in Liverpool 1 and you'll find the same thing.
Oh man,
Just with the hen dos.
Liverpool and Liverpool like we go like on Saturdays
Every
and there's
single
just
Saturday
so
we
many.
see us.
But we are not in Liverpool every single Saturday. Do not find
Not
us,
anymore.
especially if you live in Blackpool.
not since they have to actually pay for
I
it.
do not want to have. That'd be the worst place to have a hen night.
What Blackpool?
Well,
Yeah,
would you
what's
go for your hen
there?
night?
Like, what's there? Other than
What?
the
Who would
hotel?
you take on your hen night?
No one. I don't have any girlfriends. If any girls want to hit me up and be in my hen night, it'd be great.
Girls
I'm
wanna
not
hit
getting
me up.
married, but
If they're from
If
Blackpool.
any girls want to hit me up in general?
if any girls want to hit you, that was abuse on the podcast. We're gonna have to edit
I'll just take someone to talk to me.
I'll talk to you.
Oh.
I won't. I'm not coming back after this podcast.
Apart from tomorrow, the podcast that we're filming in like an hour.
God, tell them.
apart from that podcast where we're not filming in an hour.
We're trying to be more productive.
If you stayed all the way till here, you're in on the secret with us.
You're gonna want to look at what I just did on the footage.
Oh, I hate when you do that because I'm like, because I always.
God damn it! Now I've got to focus the attention on Ben. Anyway.
If you enjoyed this podcast,
Oh, I was gonna do the outro. If you want to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Lion Podcast, and we also have personal ones which are a lot better. Mine's a lot better. Theirs aren't. Theirs is terrible. Please follow us. Stay up to date. Yeah, have a good week.
I'm gonna throw out the handles.
I did. I said
follow us on Instagram, Lion Podcast, Twitter, Lion Podcast. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, One of a Kind Films. You can listen to us on iTunes or any good other podcast apps that use the iTunes library. Make sure you hit the notification bell on YouTube, and as always, follow our personal Twitters. It's Chumpy, TL Classilis, OAKF, all in caps. And we will see you next week, round about Monday, 5 o'clock. Maybe hit or miss. Goodbye.
Bye! We weren't drinking.